have the anterior deltoid, middle deltoid, and posterior deltoid. And then up here we have the supraspinatus muscle, infraspinatus, teres major, teres minor. And then back here is the triceps lateral head, triceps long head, triceps medial head. And then on this side we have the brachialis, and then the biceps brachii, short head, long head. And then coracobrachialis muscle. And then I'll just do these while I'm up here. The number 54, this red one, is the axillary artery that turns into the brachial artery and then breaks off here into the radial and ulnar artery. And then the nerves are, this is the thoracodorsal nerve, the axillary nerve right in there, the ulnar nerve out on this outside one, the median nerve here, and musculocutaneous, which then continues down here. Okay, and then I think that was all for this top part. Oh shoot. Oh, subscapularis muscle. My bad. Okay. You want to stop it and then I'll... Okay, so here is the anconeus muscle, and then here is the extensor carpi ulnaris. And then extensor indices, this little one.
Extensor digiti minimi.
Extensor digiti minimi. Extensor digitorum. Extensor carpi radialis brevis. Extensor carpi radialis longus. And brachioradialis. And then we take these off. And we have the supinator right here. Abductor pollicis longus, extensor pollicis longus, and extensor indices right here. And then on the flexor side, we have the pronator teres right here, and the flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor carpi ulnaris, and 26 right down in here is the flexor digitorum superficialis, and then we take it off. And 27 is flexor digitorum profundus, and 28 is flexor pollicis longus, and 29 is pronator quadratus, that goes all the way across. And the thumbs, 40 is opponens pollicis, and 41 is abductor pollicis brevis, and 42 is flexor pollicis brevis, 43 is abductor pollicis, and 44 is a lumbrical muscle, and 45 is abductor digiti minimi.
And then this is the
ulnar nerve, ulnar artery, and then over here is the radial artery and the radial nerve.
Okay, so we've got the olecranon process right here on the back. Then this is the trochlear notch, and then radial notch on the side where goes with the radius. Then we've got the coronoid process right underneath, the ulnar tuberosity, which is right here. And then we go down, we've got the head and the styloid process of the ulna. And over here, we've got styloid process of radius. Then we got the head right here. And then radial tuberosity is right here.
So this is the palmar aponeurosis. We have 14 is the palmar carpal ligament. We have, this is the tendon of the flexor carpi radialis and the tendon of the palmaris longus. This is the radial artery, ulnar artery, and the ulnar nerve. This is the pisiform bone, radius, and ulna. For muscles, we have, this is the abductor pollicis brevis and the flexor pollicis brevis, and then that, number 31, is the adductor pollicis, and this is the abductor digiti minimi. 24 is the flexor retinaculum. These are the tendons of the flexor digitorum superficialis. And deep, we've got, these are the palmar interossei. This is still the continuation of the ulnar nerve. The bones are the metacarpals. We have annular ligaments. This is the cruciform ligament. And deep, number 47, that is the tendon of the flexor digitorum profundus. And that's the palmar carpal ligament.
Is that 23?
Yeah, it's gonna be a flexor.
This
Flexor
bone
carpi
right here,
radialis.
number 1 is the ulna,
Okay.
and then over here, number 5 is the radius
Flexor,
bone,
carpi, palmar.
and then we've got
Palmaris
the
longus.
basilic vein, and then the accessory cephalic vein.
And this would be like the 10.
And then
so that
number
would be the
4 here, this
tendon.
full white sheet, is the extensor retinaculum.
So there's the extensor. or
And then
yeah,
number
extensor
6, which is over here,
flexor carpi
is the
radialis,
superficial
and
branch
this
of the
would be
radial
flexor
nerve. And
carpi
number 7
ulnaris,
over
and then
here
the middle femur
is the dorsal branch of the ulnar nerve.
What
And then
is
number 8
26?
right
Is that
here
26?
is the extensor digitorum
Oh, that's the
Flexor.
tendon. So it's all this in here.
flexor digitorum.
Number 9, the dorsal metacarpal
No, there's
veins,
27.
which are all these veins right here, dorsal metacarpal.
Or 27. This one would
The
be flexor
communicating branch of the
digitorum
ulnar nerve is
profundus.
this 10,
So on
right,
top,
all in
it's
here.
the superficialis, which is superficial.
And then we've got 11, the
underneath
dorsal
would be-
digital aponeurosis, right here. And then number 12, the intercapitular veins. All these veins in here, and then 13, all of these nerves in here are the dorsal digital nerves of the fingers. So we've got the extensor digitorum tendon right here. It's off of the extensor digitorum muscle. These ones that are close right in here and on this side are all the dorsal interosseous muscle, and then this one that kind of comes off separate from it is the lumbrical muscle. Right here, this part is the extensor expansion, and then this top part here is the extensor hood. Then we've got the lateral bands, and then on the side, central tendon right here, and then terminal tendon on top.